Good morning, world. Yeah. Welcome, world. Welcome to the newest and the most improved. It's your boy Dukes. It is your host. Come on, people. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining in. We here. We live. It is a beautiful day to be beautiful, and it is a great day to be great. What's up? Thank y'all. You guys are strong. You guys are beautiful. You guys are amazing. It's so glad to see y'all here. It's so glad to see y'all on this journey with me. Man, I love it. Yeah. We have moved over to the new page. This is the calculated steps, people. This is it. We are growing and we are expanding. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Come on in, people. Come on in, people. We got a lot of space. A lot of space for y'all today. Yeah. It's such a beautiful time to be alive, people. It's such a beautiful time. I just want to let y'all know that you guys are blessed. You guys have taken another day into consideration. You guys have made it. You guys are here. And as I would say, the most successful people are awake right now. I feel good, I feel big, I feel blessed. I hope you feel the same way too. Welcome to the Calculated Steps, people. It is your boy, it is your host, Dukes. It's a pleasure to be hosting y'all this morning. I feel good about it. What's going on? Lazuli, what's going on? Kels, what's poppin'? Black Sage, what's going on? Jams, I see you. Diamond, I see you. Thank y'all. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, people. What's up? Today is day 129, people, of consistency. 129 days of consistency. I feel good. I feel great. I feel blessed. Once you are consistent, everything happens. Everything in your world changes. It pushes you one step closer to your dreams, to your desires, to everything you've ever wanted. I want you to know that.
The time has just come. My name is Dwayne.
Thank y'all for joining in. Let me go get my tea real quick.
Born January 1st, 1988 in Kingston, Jamaica. And I stand here to tell you the truth. The whole truth. So help me God. You look at me and you tell me I'm blessed. Calculated my steps, my heart, and my breath. You look at me and you tell me I'm next. Calculated my mind, my grind, and my repetition, that is.
You see, Every image can be put into motion once the pages start turning. The teacher can only teach once the student chooses to start learning. A world for the taking, but we're so often scared to chase it because it can be so breathtaking. A world is willing to share, but when I think about it, how much of us really care? When does a dream become a dream if you continue to keep your eyes closed? I decided to live mine the day my mind chose another way out. Another way out from the days of struggle. Another way out from the days of hustle. You see, I kept my eyes on the B's and the Jay-Z's, Tupac's and Bob Marley's, spoke my mind and did it my way. So I decided to stop worrying and just be happy. Be happy that I'm alive, be happy that I can see. See, seeing is believing, and if you really believe what you want to see, you'll see it. Simple. We've been left with no excuse not to see a life that we want to live. Our excuses became comfort food for the brain, giving us less of a name and leaving us to drown in a pool full of shame. Life is a game. Life is a monopoly. You can either own it or pay up if you don't roll the dice properly. For me, I'm here to own it. I'm here to build a legacy, provide, and monopolize. I'm here to leave a stain on this planet that we call Earth. And I want to experience everything before it's my time to go back to the dirt. I mean, I pray that God grants me 70 more years to inhale the airs of his exhales. I pray that I'm able to touch and inspire those who are looking for an example. Because Lord knows we all need an example. Therefore, I shall continue to stand by my failures and hold my head high. I will be young forever. Knowledge is not mine to own. Therefore, they shall remember not just the times that I failed, but the times that I've gotten back up. The amount of times that I rose to my feet and told you I did it. And I'm ready to do it again. Again until I stand on top of the world and say I made it. You see, I will make it. I promise you that. Fear has left the building, and it ain't got the balls to come back. Cause around here, we get shit done with no excuse. And now you looking at me like I'm the best. Calculated my steps, my heart, and sorry guys, Ebo just kept calling me for some reason. Good morning world, good morning beautiful people. It is a beautiful day to be beautiful, and it is a great day to be great. The most successful people are awake right now, and you are one of them. I hope you guys understand that. Thank you guys for coming in and joining me here in on this new page, The Calculated Steps. You guys are great. I mean, the same amount of people, the same people. Ebo was just calling me because he was like, man, how come I don't see you? But I had to pick up, and I just had to let him know, yo, I'm on live right now, so I'm at The Calculated Steps. So I think Ebon's about to join just now. If he doesn't join, y'all just hit him up and let him know. Some people still slow at getting over. That's fine, but we're good. We're here. Thank you guys for being here. Today we're going to talk about applying street smarts to business. You know, I've put my perspective on it probably like a week ago or so, or a couple weeks ago. And, you know, perspective is always good. So what I'm going to do here, I have my boy Black Sage here. And I'd love to hear his perspective on what he does to apply his street smarts into business. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get him over here, and we're going to start it off. We're going to kick it off, baby. Hold on one second. Where's Sage? Black Sage, what's going on, brother? I don't see you. Where is he? Black Sage, are you in the building? Are you in the building? Message me. Let me know. Hello, people. And as I proceed to give you what you need, let me just wait for Black Sage to come in just a little bit. I'm so excited. Oh, here he is. This is nice. Okay. The big man has arrived on campus. I
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? It's been long overdue.
You see me?
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
Okay.
Man, thank you for joining in, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. It's an honor, B.
No problem, man. Like, so we're gonna get it in. We got about 20 minutes. So how I usually start off is introduce your name and tell people what you do.
All right, make sure y'all can see me. It's kind of dark over here. Good morning, y'all. You know what I mean? Appreciate the invite to be a part of the family and welcome me into the fold. You know what I mean? First and foremost, the name is Black Sage, aka Billy the Kid. You know what I mean? I'm a mostly known as an artist. You know what I mean? But I'm
Hmm.
entrepreneur, hustler. Currently,
Yeah,
I'm a brand ambassador. I'm a venture capitalist, owner and operator of Vending Canada right now. So that's what we're doing. You know what I mean?
amazing. So, like, you know, you're from the streets. I'm from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And in the streets, you know, we learn a lot. We learn a lot of tactics in order to keep ourselves safe and to, get ourselves out of certain situations. Because in the streets, we got to think faster. We got to think on our feet.
Most definitely. Most
You
definitely.
know. So yeah, let me hear. I want to hear your concept when it comes to applying street smarts into business. Talk to me.
Word. Like I was mentioning earlier, poacher turned gamekeeper. I don't know if too many people are familiar with that term or that topic. There's basically when
What's
you
the term again?
poacher turned gamekeeper.
Porch. Say it
Poacher.
again.
Poacher.
Poacher.
Yeah, turned gamekeeper.
Okay. Okay. Talk about it.
The theory is this: it's like when you take the values and principles that you learn from one field and apply it to a next. Usually, it's a total,
Hmm.
right? So in my situation is what I've learned from being on the street as a street hustler, a legal grind, and applying it to the legal business grind.
Mm. Okay. So how do you do that? Like what in the streets do you feel are transferable skills into business? What are some things that that, man, if I didn't have the streets, like I wouldn't be able to function in the business the way I do.
What the main thing is that killer instinct. You know what I mean? Because when you're out here, there's no take backs. It's like you doing it real time. You know what I mean? You're out here. It's either
Mm.
you get bagged, you could potentially get hurt. You know what I mean? Or just lose your reputation. And then guarding your reputation is key. And it's just like your business, your brand represents you. When people say your name, what do they think of, right? And that's why
Mm.
it's important how you carry yourself out here in the streets, because the how people perceive you is how they're going to deal with you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
In business, it's very important to guard your reputation. You know what I mean? And make sure that your brand is clear. It's clear and people understand what you stand for. So they know how to approach you. They know what they're coming to you for, whether it's a service or, you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
They got to know what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's interesting because like in the streets we always say, yo, you got street cred, and what's your
Ah,
street cred looking like? You know what I mean? So how does that even go over into it? Like, I mean, it's just what it is. It's like you need to have a great reputation in the streets, because in the streets, you know what I mean, it's so easy to, once your reputation's bad, that's the worst thing. Everyone turns against you now.
that's it. That's it. They say
You know what I mean?
to be is to be perceived, right? You know what I mean? So you might
Mm,
be somebody in yourself, you know who you are, but if the world don't see that, if the people don't see that, you know what I mean? Who are you? You know what I mean? So you gotta show who you are, put your mentality out there. Sometimes you gotta wear your mentality, you know what I mean? There's dudes that leave their crib and their full intent is to be that bully, that intimidation factor. So they dress like that. You know what I mean? There's dudes that
mm,
and they want to be perceived more on a professional level, so they dress in that manner. You have to wear your mentality. You know what I mean? So but with like
mm,
credit, that is so that is crazy, because I was talking to my kids about that. You know what I mean? You're so worried about your street credibility because you don't when you start, it takes money to make money, but when you come in this game, you don't have money sometimes. You know what I mean? You're
mm,
not fortunate to have the money, so your credibility is what carries you. You're supposed to be able to go to your homie or on any block and be able to leave with goods on the strength. You know what I mean? And in the real and in the business world, in real life period, I never learned this as a kid. I wish they taught me this. Credit is everything. You know what I mean? Once you have good credit, you could attain anything you want. You know what I mean? Credit is more important than $1,000. You can have $100,000, but credit could take you much further. You know what I mean? Or you can have, so it's just credit is very important. So when you talk about street credibility, just know that credit that's a real word. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats in the street don't know nothing about credit. And by the time they find out about it, their credit's already ruined, whether mommy or daddy messed it up or they messed it up themselves because they didn't know what they're doing. Neglected to pay their bills, you know what I mean? So credit is everything.
It's everything. And the thing that you say, like when you say that too, is like you can inherit credit. So you know what I mean? In the streets, you know what I mean, your dad or your mom is a hustler. And you know what I mean? They could have messed up your street credit. So when go out, you come out in your street credit is in the negatives, which makes you have to work a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? To really prove yourself in these streets.
Exactly. Well, that's what it was for me. In my situation, I didn't have no street credibility. You know what I mean? I always had respect. Like my brother and my sister are very respected in the community. You know what I mean? But I'm probably out of my generation. I'm probably the only ones that actually that was in the streets like that, you know what I mean? And for me, it was more of a choice. I didn't really have to, you know what I'm saying? I was given options, you know what I mean? But I always wanted my own identity. I always wanted to do my own thing. I was rebellious, you know what I mean? And I found myself in the streets. But the tools that my parents gave me, you know what I mean? I had to pray. My family prays for me, B. That's probably the only reason why I'm still alive, B. You know what I mean? To be honest. You know what I mean?
I love it.
That's the next thing you got to take into business, man. Prayer, you know what I mean? Because when you're out here in the streets, you could be around 100 dudes, 20 dudes. You're alone. You're out here by yourself. You know what I mean? Everything that's carrying you through is the Most High on a real tip.
You know what? And even though the fact that you say that is just like you can still be in the streets. I mean, you're not bounded by your environment or your circumstances. And you know, the fact that, you know what I mean, you stay grounded to something and believe in something, because you know they say if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Facts.
So that's what I take from that, is just like, yeah, you got to stand tall, because you know what I mean, you got to have faith that you're gonna make it out of the streets.
Right. And not only that, when you hustling, you got to have goals. You know what I mean? You got to have goals. Your goal can't be to be in the streets, bro. Like, when I was hustling, you know what I mean, I did everything you could think of, you know what I mean? I used to, could we talk frank right now? Could we talk 100?
Yo, talk real. I tell people my street life all the time. We gotta keep it real.
Well, I'll put this out there. I got no convictions, no charges right now. First of all, I fight. I put my money where my mouth is. I fight. You know what I mean? So like in the streets, I was moving like packs a day. Like I was moving ounces a day out of town. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting ready to purchase a house, buy big luxurious things, and then I said to myself, "Hold on, what am I gonna be doing 5 years from now? What am I gonna be doing next year? Am I gonna be able to maintain these bills right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're slaves to these material things. Like they have a good job, a good season, they go and they go in over their head. They go buy luxurious things and they build up this lifestyle that you got to now sustain. You know what I mean? You got to be able to support this lifestyle. So you're trapped into this, selling drugs or working a 9 to 5, whatever it is. So it's all about your goals. You know what I mean? So I knew this is not what I want to be doing. As soon as I realized that, cuz like literally, I dropped it right. I gave my homie the phone. You know what I mean? My phone was jumping because I gave him the phone. I was out in Peterborough, hopped on the Greyhound, went back to Toronto, and that was it. I was like, it's an illusion. So when you're in the streets, you got to realize it's an illusion. You have a lot now. You see dudes I see dudes posing in videos with stacks. That's re-up money. Stop fronting.
So that's what those break of phone by the air, money by the air type of stuff is. It's just re-up money.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And
wow.
Don't get me wrong. You get it. You make a lot of money too, but like I said, it's a false. It's an illusion. You know what I mean?
It's an illusion because they're only gonna have it in their hand for a limited time.
Exactly. Unless they continue that same lifestyle. Is that what you want to do? I don't know no successful drug dealers myself personally. I don't know no know nobody that was really successful. Their success was coming out of the streets. But when I say successful, where they have like something to show for it, I don't really know too many. There's a few, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? There's a few, but the real success is making it out of the streets and being able to apply what we're talking about right now, what you learn from the streets into your business. That should have been part of your jump. You got to have end game. You got to have a plan, you know what I'm saying? And
so how has business been going for you? You know what I mean? How has your business been going? Because yeah, like a lot of these things that you're learning from the streets that you're applying into business, like how is it working?
Yo, a lot of times it's not working.
Okay, yeah.
And that's why resilience is key. You got to know what, you know what I'm saying? And keep applying it even when you're not seeing the immediate results. Because in the streets, that's the thing. You get immediate gratification. You hit the block, you make a whop, you got that money in your pocket right away. You put on some jewelry, some clothes, everybody's bigging you up. You get that immediate gratification. And that's a drug itself. You get addicted to that. You know what I mean? That immediate gratification, you know what I mean? So, like I said, the whole thing's an illusion, cuz. You know what I mean? Like, even the feeling, it's all an illusion, B. You know what I mean? So that's what it was for me. It was like realizing that, yeah, you want something of substance. You want something substantial. You know what I mean? You want something that you could pass on to your children. You know what I mean? Something that you could pass on to your homies. You know what I mean?
So what, like, how did you learn all this stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they're still in the streets. They some people don't get out of the streets. So how does someone like yourself even like get out of that situation mentality wise?
Yo, you know what it is you gotta have, like I said, you gotta have goals. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of cats that are still in the streets, they never had goals. You know what I mean? So they have money, they don't know what to put. There's a lot of people with a lot of money, they don't know what to do with it. I know you probably know those homies that have cars and they don't even know where they still on the block. They haven't left the city, they haven't left the town. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta have an objective. You know what I mean? You can have a vehicle and you can have money and still be stagnant. You know what I mean? So your mind has to be moving. You know what I mean? You gotta be proactive. You know what I mean? Like how I got out of it, like I said, how I got out of it was being real and knowing where I wanted to be and then analyzing where I was at and realizing this is not going to take me there. I'm more likely to get her in jail before I get to where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what took me out of there. And just knowing that you have the tools, is this confidence in yourself, knowing that. So that's what it is for a lot of cats also, is that when you're in the street so long, you feel out of place. You know what I mean? You feel like there's no place for you. When you go to work, on a regular 9 to 5, it's too slow. When you're around regular dude, you kind of feel like, you know, the black sheep in the room. You know what I mean? And you feel like there's a great cloud over your head and whatnot. Sometimes you just gotta like they say, like Beyonce, you gotta brush your shoulders off, dust it off. You know what I mean? And just have confidence in yourself and know what you know. You know what I mean? Believe in what you know and apply that. You know what I mean? In any field. So like any job that I do, you know what I mean? I apply the hustle, the principle that the best man wins. You know what I mean? The strongest, the one who goes the hardest wins. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're out there hustling. Those cats they'll hustle to get the money next and then nighttime they're in the club, right?
Wow.
I was still up chipping. I was up chipping. You know what I mean? When I go to sleep, my homie's on my phone. You know what I mean? Clubbing was, and if we're in the club, I was getting paid to be in the club. That was our mentality. It was like, my mentality was like, you got to know that your value. My time is worth money. I know about
value.
The value. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking like, while I'm in the club, I'm spending money. These 3 hours that I'm in the club, or I could have been on the street and I could have made like four racks. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I just carry that mentality is like what you're doing with your time, your output capacity. You know what I mean?
Your output capacity. You're using some words out here. Yeah, I like those words. Output capacity, and it's how much you're putting out. And I like that. I like that for you. You know, even come from the streets. You know, it's building this tough skin. Like in the streets, you build this tough skin. And even for myself, you know what I mean, come from where I come from, I've been able to build a pretty tough skin. So even when I walk into these business offices, I can walk in there with some confidence.
Ah, exactly.
Confidence. You learn a certain level of confidence in the streets. Am I wrong? Am I talking shit?
Facts. No, facts. You have to. You have to, because then you're fooled. That's how you determine who you're dealing with. A man, like I said, we are just talking about to be is to be perceived, right? Because you gotta wear your mentality. You know what I mean? So it's either you're a fool or you're a shark. When you walk in a room, you gotta make your statement. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I can remember like I used to go to other artists' shows because I'm a rapper, right? But my persona is I'm that dude. You know what I mean? I'm that dude. I used to kill dudes in battles before I even started rapping. Just my swag alone, it's done. It's finished. Dudes would be rapping and see me in the crowd, and they start forgetting the lyrics. Why? Because I was intimidating. Why? Because my presence. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I wanted to exude who I knew I was. You know what I'm saying? Without even saying a word. You know what I mean? So you got to carry yourself a certain way. You know what I mean? Chest out, shoulders back, like what up?
and that's what it is. And I think for me, you know, like because I walk up in some of these offices, like, you know what I mean, filled it with the corporate world, and you know, when I walk into that place with confidence and a smile on, you know, they get kind of like, you know what I mean, they get kind of thrown off because they're not expecting that.
Yeah, but yo, Duke, check this now. But you're a pretty boy, right? So imagine me now. You know what I'm saying? I walk in the room and they're looking at me like, damn, who's this goon? But then I smile and then I start speaking. They're blown away now. They're like, wow, he actually can articulate himself. And it's kind of offensive, but it lets you know where we at in the system. You know what I mean? In this world, how we perceive. And perception is everything, man. Perception is everything.
And that's the thing, right? You know, you mentioned, you know what I mean, like how you're perceived, like just in the streets, you know what I mean? We want to be fly. We want to make sure that everyone knows that we're around. You know what I mean? When I'm in the industry, I'm in the flyest suit. You know what I mean? I got my little chest, my chest high, and just walking with a smile like I'm a CEO and I'm a boss. So when I walk up in these offices, you know what I mean? They got something to look at. I'll be in the flyest suit.
Facts. You got to, man. Because that suit now, that's representing right what's up here. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes they'll be fly as hell and they have nothing to say, no conversation, no business. They have no business dressing like that because you're fooling people now.
They have no business dressing like that, man.
If you have it up here, you know what I'm saying? They say fake it to make it, you know what I mean? To me, I hate that, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to do that, you know what I mean? You got to fake your position, but you can't fake intellect. You can't fake hunger. You can't fake drive. You can't, you know what I mean? That's deception. Now you wasting my time because I'm thinking you that guy. And I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? So when you're a man that knows the value of time, a lot of times they say successful people get frustrated quick, right? Because they know the value of their time, B. Don't bullshit me. Don't waste my time because I got no time for it. I appreciate that you're hungry and you want to get somewhere, but there's levels. You're skipping level 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying?
They're talking.
Yeah, you're serving injustice to yourself because now you're gonna get shut down, and then you got to deal with the brushing your shoulders or getting back on your feet. You don't know. Just take your time. Like you said, calculated steps. We ain't skipping no steps around here. Everything calculated, baby. You know what I mean?
Wow. I love it. I love that. You know what I mean? And you know, it's interesting because everyone is trying to jump to be a boss, but they don't know what a boss looks like and what the mentality of a boss is. You know what I mean? You get up early. Yeah, you get up at 5:30. You feel like you're a boss, but you're literally just sitting around. You haven't completed anything.
Facts. Most bosses don't want to be bosses. That's just who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a lot of responsibility.
A lot. I didn't want to be a boss until like everybody's like, yo, just the other day, homie's like, yo, we need a mentor. Pulling on I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You are who you are, you know what I'm saying? You are who you are, you know what I mean? You just got to know who you, like, what did Jay-Z say? You are who you are, player?
You are who you are, player. You know what I mean? I think, you know, the thing is too, especially with Jay-Z, someone that I look up to and someone I look to as a mentor, one of his biggest lines, you know what I mean? I show you how to move in a room full of vultures.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm saying? And just like seeing people like that rise from their environment to
Mhm.
become one of the most successful people in the world. And you've seen the progress. You know what I mean? Someone that has literally lived that street life, and you can see how he applies his street smarts into business. And it's
Yeah.
inspiring. Just like any of us, right? We're coming from the streets and we're blessed to be out. So how do we stay out?
Yo, stay focused. That's it, B. Stay
You
focused.
know what I'm, you know what I mean? It's a tunnel vision that, you know what I mean? Once we are on the streets and we're hustling, we got that tunnel vision for
Mhm.
what we want. And just like you said earlier, you gotta have a goal.
Gotta have a goal. I mean, absolutely. And like Dukes, I'll tell you this, man. Nobody goes to jail unless I'll tell you. A lot of dudes think jail is cool, bro. It's
Mm,
you don't go to jail unless you want to go to jail, man. And it sounds like
mm.
it sounds like a stupid statement, but it's a
No,
simple.
that's honestly a very tough statement.
Yo, it's facts though, because like, check it. You know your choices. You know what I'm saying? You know the options, right? You're not walking blindly, so it's like you got options. You know what I'm saying? You know you got. Okay, watch this. For example, right now this weed industry, right? Everybody
Hmm.
like, yo, I gotta get in. I gotta get in. Me, I'm like, I gotta get in too, but I ain't selling no weed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't selling no weed. There's 1,000. You gotta stay. You gotta know. You gotta know. I'm not going. I'm not willing to go to jail. I don't even want to sit down on a bullpen, bro. Like, I'll tell anybody watching that never been to jail. The worst part is processing, bro. Sitting down that boat, you couldn't pay me to, yo, be a, yo, dog, I ain't going back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yo, send me to the range. I can sit on the range all day. That's easy. You know what I mean? But like, you don't want to go to jail. And I'll tell you this, man. It's a choice. Honestly, it's a conscious choice because, like I was making a reference to, I could either be selling the weed or I could be selling the paraphernalia. You know what I'm saying? You can use your brain and find your niche market, find your market. That's what I'm saying. When you know
Mm.
yourself, you know what you're good at, you know the industry that you're in, you can find your little pocket and sit in there and eat. You don't have to be the rapper to be the star. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the MC to get that guap. You know what I mean? So like right now,
Mm.
I started a vending business, and today, yo, I actually got in a. I'm talking real frank right now. I got in a little argument with the dude that where my vending machine is placed. Right? It's in a
Mm.
dispensary.
You got a vending machine. That's amazing. Keep going.
Yo, salute to that. Actually, it went viral twice so far. It was all over Six Buzz and all of that. It was lit. You know what I mean? Just last week,
Sick.
actually. So, yo, on this vending machine now, it's shit that you could get anywhere, right? But it's just the way how I put it together. And I know, like I said, I know myself and I know my market. So everything that's in that vending machine, everything that I mess with, everything that I love. You know what I mean? So me,
Mm.
a little dispute, and he's saying to me that it's bringing heat in this, and I'm looking at him, I'm saying, "Dog, you sell weed." Then there's a lineup. There's a lineup to use a vending machine. Everybody's saying, "Yo, how's the vending machine bringing heat?" You know what I'm saying? It's legal, right? Everything in the vending machine is legal. You sell weed, right? So it's like, and I could see it in his face. He actually the light bulb went on, and he's like, you know what? This kid, the machine is jumping not because he's selling something illegal. You know what I mean? It's not his jumping. It's not jumping because it's in a dispensary. It's jumping because it's smart business. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Supply and demand. You know what I'm trying to say? So you got to just really and truly as a businessman, you got to be able to spot opportunity. You know what I mean? So when there's an opportunity
100.
right now, this is like the prohibition era. You know what I mean? So you could either be investing into stocks, you could be opening a lounge, you could be making hemp, clothes out of hemp. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's time to get in. So basically, my point is, there's choices. I could have chose to go open a dispensary, right? And what
Mm.
the dispensary's gonna get raided, robbed, I'm either gonna end up dead or jail because I'm not taking no check. Nobody's robbing me. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Mhm.
in jail on that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bad situation any way you look at it, bro. And
Mhm.
so I found my way to get into the market, and we good. Nobody could talk to me. Police can't talk to me. Nobody could talk to me. You know what I'm trying to say? So when I
Man, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. And like right now it's 7 o'clock. That
oh,
is the time.
oh,
But bro, like I need to book you in again because I need you to continue this talk, man. Like I've learned so much from you. So we're gonna book another day right after this.
yeah,
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for joining in.
Yo, Dukes, thanks for having me, man. And keep doing what you're doing. I love it. The real talk, you know what I mean? The platform is great, man. And I'm sure a lot of people are walking away with a lot of knowledge that they can apply to their own lives, man. And that's what it's about. Each one, teach one, level up. You know what it is?
Level up. All right, brother. There we go, guys. Another successful day. And it's so good to hear other people's perspective because I don't know what he knows. And I've learned a lot. I mean, he's taught me a lot. And I hope that you guys learned something and you guys extracted some lessons out of that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for tuning in. Right now, it's the first day of the Calculated Steps. I'm going to be here tomorrow. This is what we're going to do now. So please help support by promoting, letting people know that we've officially switched over and we'll be here from now on. You know what I mean? It feels good. It feels good here because the people that are here and are following are people that want to be here. So I'm glad that, you know what I mean, we're making it very focused. Thank you guys so much. And if no one said I love you, I love you. I love you. Let me be the first to tell you I love y'all today. Go out and help somebody. It's not about you. Please share your spirit and your energy with someone else today. And that's what we're gonna do today, people. It's a beautiful time to be alive. You know what I mean? Go out there, fix your crown, wear your crown, and let's get it, man. Let's level up a little bit. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And on Wednesday, we got a very special guest and a very special co-host. Wednesday is going to be epic. I'm honestly, I'm so upset that I'm going to be in the sky, but I will catch the preview. I will have a co-host on Wednesday. So please stay tuned for this exciting moment. This has never been done before. So we're going to rock with it like that. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have an amazing morning, people. Stay blessed.